When I first bought my apple farm, it was more than just land and trees. It was my sanctuary, a place where years of effort and patience blossomed into rows of fruit-bearing trees. The farm wasn't only my livelihood, but also part of my family's heritage, handed down through generations. So, when I returned from a business trip to find bulldozers tearing into my orchard, my heart sank and my blood boiled. HOA Karen, the self-proclaimed queen of the local association, had decided that my farm would be the perfect spot for a luxury resort. Without hesitation or a word to me, she had orchestrated the destruction of acres of apple trees, claiming it was for the community's benefit. I confronted her on site, and she smugly told me the deal was already in motion and that my old-fashioned farm wasn't suited for the modern neighborhood she envisioned. What Karen didn't know, however, was that in this county, all commercial developments require zoning permits that I personally review and approve as part of my role on the planning board. I kept my cool, letting her dig her own grave as she bragged about investors and resort blueprints. Later that week, when her development team filed for approval, the application landed right on my desk. I didn't need to lift a finger to sabotage it. All I did was apply the strictest zoning laws, environmental impact reviews, and agricultural protection ordinances already in place. Her project failed every requirement, and without permits, all construction had to halt immediately. Soon, county inspectors issued violation notices, and she was forced to pay hefty fines for illegal demolition and unauthorized development. The investors quickly pulled out once they realized Karen hadn't secured the necessary approvals, leaving her humiliated and broke. Meanwhile, I was granted compensation for damages, which I used to replant my orchard bigger and better than before. The best part? Karen's reputation with the HOA crumbled as her grand vision turned into an expensive disaster. My apple farm stood stronger than ever, and every harvest served as a reminder that arrogance and entitlement can't uproot resilience and the law. In the end, the land remained mine. The community sided with me, and Karen learned the hard way that you don't bulldoze the property of the man who signs the permits.